Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching yet another episode of Lima Shenanigans of 1977. It's Monday night, and you know what that means. It's time for your weekly WWE Monday Night Raw Event Center report. And now here is the man to give you that report, Mr. Eric M. Lima.
Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer, sir. Well, hello there, everyone. Welcome to yet another episode of Lima Shenanigans of 1977, episode number 1742. Forgive my voice. I'm still under a little bit of a cold. This New England weather cannot make up its mind, you know. You want it to be hot, cold, everything else in between, and all that good stuff. I mean, he was like, why don't you move out to New England? Where can I go? If I move down to Florida, I'd be besieged by hurricanes and stuff. So I don't want that. You know, even though I feel bad for the folks down there already who have to deal with a whole lot. And if I move up even further north, then it will be cold, major cold weather. Don't want that either. So it's like, you know, that's another thing. And if I try to move to California, you know, people are going to think that I'm not worthy of living the California life. So it's like, but the overall things, I couldn't afford to move out here in New Bedford if I tried. Okay, so that's, you know, so I'm going to make do with what I got for now. So it's like, it does drive me crazy, but it does drive me crazy where the weather kind of messes up with your system every single time, as far as your body system every single time, and it messes everything up, and you end up getting congested and whatnot. But regardless of all that crap, I'm still going to do my show. I'm going to do my best if I can. If I have to rest my voice in some situations, I will. But the fact of the matter is, as long as I can talk, you guys can hear me, that's all well and good. All right? And if I have to, I'll type whatever, you know, to type on here. It's a good thing having an internet. It's like if you can't talk, you can text. So that's a big thing about it. That's a big deal. So there's more ways to express yourself on the internet than just by talking. You know, that's a good thing about the internet. You know, I consider it a blessing because I get to express myself many ways, and yeah, just interact with many good people out there and many awesome people. So I'm doing the best I can. So, and I am very appreciative of those who have been supporting my videos and whatnot and everything else. And yeah, it's like I said, it's been a rough week and a half or something, a rough week. So we're gonna talk about what happened last night on Monday Night Raw. Rhea Ripley decided to address what happened on Bad Blood and called out Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. But Tiffany Stratton, what the heck was she doing on Raw? I think when you're a Money in the Bank winner, you get to go wherever the heck you want because you can cash in for any title you can. So Tiffany Stratton interrupts Ripley and starts about jaw jack with her, but then all of a sudden here comes both Rodriguez and Morgan attacking Stratton and Ripley. Then Jay Cargill, Bianca Belair were addressing the tag team title match. Rhea Ripley confronts Adam Pearce. He says, see what out there? Well, it's going to be a tag match. I can't let you go out there without a partner or this match ain't happening. He's like, and then Tiffany Stratton does confront Pearce, and Pearce says, what do you think? Fine, we'll team up. So, and then all of a sudden, Stratton's like, what are you talking about? You figure it out. So, Last Legend and Jakara Jackson were at ringside. The Meta Girls were at ringside for the tag team title match. Women's tag title on the line, Bianca Belair, Jay Cargill versus Damage Control's Io Sky and Kairi Sane. And I think Last Legend and Jakara Jackson were talking smack to Io. Io got in Last Legend's face. Io hits her, and that cost her the matchup. I don't think Damage Control is going to take that lightly, and believe me when I say this, I know Io Sky and I know Kairi Sane that they're not going to put up with it. I wouldn't be surprised if they decided go visit the brand and they got their start in. So, if I were the women of NXT, watch your backs, because here comes Damage Control. And So JD McDonagh and Finn Balor were talking to Pierce, and then Pierce says he's going to get a mini tournament to decide number one contenders for the tag team titles with the first match tonight. And he said, "Who is it?" And then also JD McDonagh goes, "We don't care." And if Finn wants another match with Damian Priest, that's not happening. So he says, and Finn's not very happy about it. And then Morgan, Rodriguez, Carlito, Dominic will talk to JD McDonagh as Balor walks off. And when Liv Morgan introduced Raquel Rodriguez, Carlito's like, drop the apple. Is Carlito got a thing for Raquel Rodriguez? We'll find out. And American Main and Braun Breaker cut promos. And Anna Pierce's sit-down meeting with Bronson Reed. And then... excuse me, Bronson Reed, wants a match with Rollins, and Adam Pearce, I'll talk to Seth and see what he says. And then the World Tag Team title number one contenders first round match, Alpha Academy, that's Otis and Akira Tozawa, with the lovely Maxine Dupree in their corner against, not the Viking Raiders, the War Raiders, Eric and Ivar. And made their return, and Eric and Ivar did end up winning the matchup. Pierce decides to Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins goes, "This is what we do. This is why we do this. I want a match against Bronson Reed." And Adam Pierce, who cares deeply about Seth Rollins, says, "Hey, listen, what do you do to you? I don't care. I won the matchup." And he gave something to Adam Pierce to think about. So we'll see what happens there. Cody Rhodes addresses the St. Louis crowd and was talking about Gunther. And Gunther interrupts Rhodes, and Rhodes does respond, but then Gunther does walk away afterwards. So Gunther has respect for Cody Rhodes, but then again, he says he's a secondary champion. Dragon Lee cut a promo, and as you know, that he will be part of the tag team title tournament matchup. Number one contenders tournament, so that's something to. Then Kofi Kingston went one-on-one with Braun Breaker. Breaker ended up winning the matchup. Breaker attacks Kingston after the matchup. Xavier Woods chases him off. Breaker attacks Woods. Jey Uso fights Breaker off. And Damian Priest was talking to Ripley. He says, "Best of luck. Go kick their butts out there." Jey Uso returns to his locker to find Jimmy Uso was in his locker. He said, "You got a second?" Jey Uso just turned around and walked away. R-Truth went one-on-one to The Miz. Austin Truth explodes. Final Testament goes out during the matchup, distracting The Miz. R-Truth ends up pinning him, winning the match. And then R-Truth was like giving Karrion Kross dap and giving a hug to Scarlett. I think when she saw it, Karrion Kross saw the hug to Scarlett, he tells AOP, "Bring him back here." They brought him back, throws him into the ring. Miz hits him with the skull-crushing finale. Now, looks like the Wyatt Six symbols are going off, and don't know what the heck is going on there. Are they looking for the Miz, the Final Testament? Who knows? And then Jimmy Uso was looking for Jay. Finds Jay, say, "We got. Can we talk?" No. He says. Jay says, "No. I'm leaving. I don't want to talk to you." Walks away. I think Jey Uso's still a little sore towards the original bloodline, towards Jimmy Uso and Roman Reigns. Does Jey Uso have a clue what's been going on? Or if he's seen it, doesn't he realize his family's going to need him? I think it'll take him losing the Intercontinental title to Braun Breaker in a rematch to figure all it out. So that's coming up next week. 2 tag team matches happening during the tournament, number one contenders tournament. The New Day versus AOP, appropriate because Final Testament started this crap between the New Day. And Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee against American Maids, the Creed brothers. So there's that. In the main event, Rhea Ripley and Tiffany Stratton going against Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. Nia Jax attacks Ripley during the matchup, giving the disqualification victory for Ripley and Stratton. And then they attacked. Then she attacked Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan, and now he encouraged Tiffany Stratton to cash in on Liv Morgan until Dominic Mysterio pulls her out of the ring, and that is where it's at. Well, tonight it's NXT, and there are 3 matches happening on NXT. One, it'll be a number 1 contenders triple threat match for the NXT title. Wes Lee versus Ethan Page versus Javon Evans. Stephanie Vaquero will make her debut against No Quarter Catch Crew's Ren Sinclair. And the lovely Nikita Lyons makes her return in the ring, going against another lovely lady, Lola Vice. That's going to be a heck of a matchup. So, that's all the time we have on this episode 1742 of Eric Lima Shenanigans in 1977. Not only that, next episode will be Trebek Tuesday, High Rollers. I'm probably going to be silent because my voice is giving out once again. It's hard to me not to strain my voice, so I'm going to do the best I can. So I will see you guys later. You guys have a wonderful day. And until next episode comes rolling around, Mr. Announcer, take us home.
That is all for today's episode. This is your announcer speaking for Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. A Big Beefy E, do it for Bob Saget Productions, and in association with a Raven Bofa Telepictures and Distribution. Thank you for watching today's episode. Tune in next time for another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. Goodbye for now.